Could I get a little more headroom? Is that possible? Sorry. Thank you.
Are you serious?
Would you want to swap or?
Would you?
Maybe you're down.
Thank you.
Do you want to swap?
No, I like this chair.
You like it? Okay.
I think I either
I feel like you're
sit here
always
or
in that-
here.
yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of comfortably come and sit in
Thank you.
the chair. I think I like that chair better. That's fine.
Will you?
No.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
Thank you.
All right, gang, we're ready.
Yeah. 40.
40.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Is this
What?
right? Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Is this right? Oh, okay. I was like, should it be closer? Up in my face? I made my own funny and laughed. I usually do.
It's good that you can.
Look at his
entertain.
eyes of daggers.
What? No, I'm totally fine. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Convo Sutra. I'm your host, Tarun Shetty, with another fantastic episode. We're here in the funeral episode.
This is the one time he didn't ask us like what we're wearing.
I like to call it the Naomi episode.
Okay.
Like just talk about me the whole time.
No, but I
Sounds
like this. It feels. We feel goth. I mean, this feels like a dark podcast.
I think this is a good tone for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because most Indian podcasts are just happy, but we're the
What
ones.
other Indian podcast is there?
I was like, what are you comparing us to?
Yeah, you know, like the other podcasts, like you know.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, Hum Saath Saath Hain.
Exactly.
Have you guys actually seen an Indian podcast with like multiple people
They're huge in India.
in India? Okay.
They're huge. Like they get millions and millions of views. I thought that's why I did this. I was like, this would get huge numbers.
Automatically.
The inspiration.
Yeah.
That's what that's what I'm finding. Like Indian people, like they just go out for Indian stuff that's from India. If Indian people do stuff in America, then it's like they don't support. So
You know what's interesting? Somebody did ask me, like, because I was like, oh, yeah, I'm on a podcast. They're like, oh, cool. So what's your podcast about? And I'm like, oh, I'm a guest on it. They're like, okay, so what's the topic? And I'm like, there is no topic. I was like, we just talk. I was like, we get together and then whatever comes up, we talk about.
well, when Indian people talk, that's unique
What? Why?
because we're Indian.
We don't talk?
Yeah, there's no recording of Indian people.
But you know what, Ritu? Like that whole concept, like Friends was like that. Friends wasn't about anything. Like Seinfeld wasn't about anything. It was just like about a group of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So say we're like Seinfeld.
Oh,
So like the Hindu Seinfeld.
Say the Indian Seinfeld. And then we're like, okay. That's the pitch. Richard, what do you think this podcast is about?
Yeah, no, I think this podcast is about everything. I mean, it's I'm wearing my favorite band T-shirt today. This is Converge, so you know.
oh, I thought it was like Jason or something.
No,
I
it's,
thought it was a Halloween situation.
yeah, it's got Halloween colors. Yeah, but I feel like this is a podcast where anything can happen. I brought Burfi. I brought Maza. I brought. Would you try some Burfi, please?
Actually, I already did because I had that masala thing and it was poorer in taste. So then I had to have the burfi to balance it out.
Nice. And
But the
what did
burfi
you
is
think?
good.
It is good, isn't it?
Yeah. It's my favorite, kaju ki burfi. I like it.
Yeah, thank you for. So, would you please explain what this is to us? This is.
That's why you're
off
here.
camera.
We actually
brought
referenced you.
It's
Who brought it?
It said Jagdish
food show
on the packet.
Okay. By the way, you can also get something very similar
Yeah.
at Trader Joe's. I'm glad I put my whole finger in there. So enjoy.
Extra flavor.
But
yeah.
yeah, it's like a masala mix, like a snack mix.
Okay.
It's Indian trail mix.
Yeah, it's Indian trail mix. It's like some people call it like chevra or something, I think.
That's right. Dude, isn't it funny? India is so far from America that a sweet is called barfi.
I just got that.
That's how far India is.
When was the last time you guys have been to India?
I was there last year. And I'm going again next year.
I went about like a year and a half ago.
Have you been?
2019.
Yeah. Wow.
Wait, have I been?
I don't know.
Yeah,
You said the last time.
I don't know. Some people haven't been.
dude. I'm more Indian than most of our listeners. Okay, I've been to India.
That is a big statement.
Oh yeah.
Explain. Give me the bullet points.
Okay.
Dude, have you not seen these comments that we get? I don't know if you are.
Here, I'm going to give you a chance to dig your own grave. Okay.
Okay, I've been to India 5 times. I've done 30 shows in India. When I was a kid, I have a memory of me asking my aunt, "Mala dudh hawa," which means I want milk. That's pretty Indian.
Also, the fact that you're having maza and chevra or whatever
Dude,
this
I'm
is.
the only one that's going hard on these snacks right now.
Did you not eat before? We're doing 2 episodes, dude.
No, this is just how Indian I am.
I do love that you're always the one to actually bring in a little bit of the Indian flavor.
Yeah.
Like in the sense, like
He
you
brought,
brought
chai,
chai
though.
that one episode, right? And like that was like so heartwarming. And then now this.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I integrate Indian stuff in my life all the time. I have a, Ganesh idol at home.
Oh, I saw that on your guys' last episode, by the way, that you had the Ganesh to protect you because you felt some of us had abused you in prior episodes.
I was abused, yeah. And so I brought protection and it worked.
Did it?
It did work.
I mean, I saw the episode. I'm not sure if it worked.
I mean, they came at me, but I deflected.
I remember that time that you said, "Oh, don't come at me," and I was like, "I didn't do anything." I think you were.
Yeah, I mean, you're very subtle when you come at me, but I'm learning your games.
I'm so scared. Like when you eat, we're just gonna hear you like chewing on the
Yeah,
microphone.
no, this is an ASMR podcast now. You're right.
This poor girl was like revealing these secrets and fears, and you're like eating over there. I'm like,
Just cut to me like chewing every once in a while.
yeah,
Yeah, this is so spicy.
This is good.
this backwash from her.
Okay,
That hasn't even opened yet. I
Oh.
think that's a new one.
guys, can we just take a moment of silence? Oh, that wasn't that satisfying.
I went to India Sweets and Spices to get some desserts. I just know them from childhood. I know what they look like, I know what they taste like, but I don't know what the names of them are. I'm just like, give me that.
Did you bring this? The
No, Richard
Burfi?
did. Richard did.
Oh, Richard did. Okay. Why did you bring it, by the way?
For your birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
thank you.
Ritu.
Is it today?
Naomi and Ritu.
Oh yeah, happy birthday,
No,
Naomi.
no, Saturday.
Mine's Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Birthday twins.
Oh, it's the same weekend. That's
Almost.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the burfee.
Hell yeah, it's your birthday.
You should put a candle on the perfect.
Yeah, you should put a little candle in there. I like that.
So, since we're talking about birthdays, mainly mine and Naomi's, what are you doing for your birthday?
Northern Aurora Lights in Norway.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to Richard's.
Which is going to be more exciting, honestly.
I'd rather go see Richard's comedy show.
Yeah, I'm really missing out, but the problem is it only happens it's supposed to be pretty good in these next 2 years, and it's supposed to be the best it's been in like 500 years.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
That's a very specific number, 500 years.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're all booked and everything's set?
Yeah, so I don't book hotels until like last minute just in case.
Yeah.
But I found out I have time off. I kind of wasn't sure for a while. So like today is the first day, I'm pretty sure.
So wait, what do you mean? It's like
booked the ticket.
Today is like Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So what? I don't
need to.
Are you going to be there for your birthday or not?
I'll probably be flying on my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But I can't help it. But it'll be for me like being at the place or doing the thing that I want to do on the birthday is not the point. Like I don't really care if it's like plus or minus. Technically I was born in India, right? So we're a day ahead, so it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I'm also the
It's
funniest.
not a good rationale.
I was like, huh?
I don't care about it being like the exact day.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even care about my birthday anymore.
When's yours?
I care about it.
Yeah, thank you. June 1st. I don't care.
August 15th.
15th.
I hate my birthday.
Did we do anything for your birthday?
I can't remember, dude. Like I just let it pass. It's just another day to me now.
That's sad.
Well, I mean, as you get older, you just
Yeah.
stop caring about it. Like,
No. As you get older, you stop caring about it. I love my birthday.
oh, okay.
I don't care.
I never liked my birthday.
All right.
I don't care about my birthday either now.
Oh.
I was here for my birthday.
Yeah, we know. We said happy birthday
Yeah.
to you. I tried to take you out for coffee and you rejected me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vividly remember.
Yeah. You're not the first.
Where is Ayushi? I can I can get consoled by her getting rejected by Tarun.
Well, why is your birthday so important to you?
I think as a kid, it was always a big deal. Like we always did something for my birthday. And then growing up, I was just used to being around my friends celebrating it. And now, as I've continued to grow, I just feel like it's a good time to like reflect and review and just like share and be around people that you love and care about.
Also, it's like a good normal response. Like I think you're supposed to be happy on your birthday.
I mean, I go through birthday blues just before, like a little bit of like depression and a little bit of like
Depression.
yeah, just a little pinch, of depression. Like, oh, another year, another birthday. Where are we at? Has anything changed? Has it not? Damn it.
Your year review.
Yeah,
like
I do
all
my
on
end
that
of
day.
year review for the birthday, and then
We could have done that here in the podcast.
List all the things you did wrong this year.
This
Yeah.
year review.
Yeah.
I mean, we need content. I mean, we don't have anything to talk about. So I brought Burfy. It's like
So that way, when they go, "What's your podcast about?" We go, "It's about my year in review."
yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we all should do like a little pause because the year is ending. So like, and Diwali happened, and Diwali is the Indian New Year.
That's
so
if your
like,
birthday's in November or later.
yeah. So like, what? Like, I don't know. When you look back at like the year that passed and the year that's coming, what do you think about your life?
That's what New Year's is for.
See, I don't think like that. I think whatever happens, happens. I just go with the flow of it. I stop looking back.
I did
backwards.
recently. I'm not afraid of wasting my life anymore because I have wasted my life.
Did you?
Yeah, I wasted it
It's
completely.
like hitting rock bottom. There's
Yeah.
only up from
How
here.
have you wasted your life?
You have a sellout show on Sunday, honey.
That's true, actually. Actually, I think I might be way more successful than I think I am. By the way, yeah, Ritu's bringing like 90 people to my freaking comedy show. My whole comedy is going to be just about her for fucking 2 hours.
Dude, that's a mistake, by the way. I did a show in Burbank, and it was mostly my friends. No offense, but that was like the worst show. I swear, because it was so inside, and I was like, you just want to like perform for strangers, but it was like, hey, Ritu.
Yeah, you
what up?
literally just made fun of my outfit for a while. Because remember, I was wearing the puffer jacket with the green little.
No, but what
shirt?
happens is Richard is like it gets too inside ballpark.
Well, yeah, no, we'll see. I'm gonna do it professionally. I'm a professional. But
I hope so,
but-
because people don't think that they don't think that they're coming like because of me and like, I know Richard's doing a private show. People are like, I said, oh yeah, we're going to go see my friend, Richard Sarvate.
The show's called Ritu and Friends.
this is gonna be a mutiny takeover.
Are you
of my
giving her a
show.
cut of your show? Like,
guess
you're
I have
the
to. I
main
think-
promoter.
Yeah, no, I think I just give you all my money now.
Yeah, you're paying for dinner tonight.
Okay, then
why I
I'm
invited
coming
you.
to dinner then.
No, I do whatever you want me to do now. If you want to put a leash on me and walk me around the house, then I do that. Whatever.
Is that your thing?
No. I would. I'm
Naomi's like, that's too bad because I love that.
okay. Interesting.
I think. I'm joking.
No, I'm not a sub. I'm a very confident dom.
Before we move on, can I just say, Richard, I can't let you just say you threw out, I wasted most of my life. I can't let you say that because
Yeah.
I feel like I know you
Okay.
decently well, and I feel like all your experiences have made you the person you are today.
I think I am coming into my own today. You're right. I've gone through a very rocky path in my life, but I think stuff is starting to happen. I mean, I had this random path as a computer programmer for freaking 10 years.
It's terrific.
Yeah, I was like, I've had these weird detours,
Is it a detour? I mean, those experiences have made you, your
Yeah.
comedy perspective, it's shaped your outlook.
Yeah, I think it's all going to come together somehow. Like, I'm not exactly like the computer programmer comedian yet, but I think people can relate to me because I'm a real person,
I think about also the opposite. Like, if you didn't have some sort of life before comedy, how are you like relatable?
Yeah,
Without
exactly.
having
Absolutely.
a life before it.
Yeah, it is a great point.
I also wonder like how much actually you guys have to be in the know and with it on things because the stuff you guys make fun of has to be current, has to be relevant.
Yeah.
And like when we were talking about who's coming for my birthday, right? Like I'm like, oh, okay, he wants to kind of understand a little bit about the audience so
Yeah.
that like it's not completely unrelatable.
Yeah, because I was like, are you going to bring a bunch of aunties and uncles like straight from freaking, Uttar Pradesh, or like what's happening
I
here?
was thinking if I should invite my parents.
No, I don't think so. No. I need people with an American
Mahindru
sensibility.
family reunion at Richard's comedy show.
Here's the thing. So I will state my fear, which is that, and I said this on the last episode. So Indian people are a little bit afraid of hearing me talk about mental illness, which I talk a lot about, because it hits home for a lot of people. So I've had mixed experiences with that. So I am interested to see how your friends respond to that material.
I actually, so I was supposed to do another event on my birthday for my venture, which is Inner Sanctuary Wellness. And I was going to do a Wellness Express Day, which I had done last year. And everyone really enjoyed it. We did a sound healing, we did breath work, we did primal yoga, and we did a vision setting thing. But this year, all of a sudden, because my own energy was feeling very tapped out, I needed a reset. I canceled my event and I said, but I will be coming back. The intention is still the same. Intention is to still like fill our cup and like be alive again. And so when I messaged people to come to your thing, I said, the plan now is we are going
To get drunk.
We're going to this comedy show because laughter is the best medicine. So I actually sold you as a healer.
She's bringing all these depressed people to the comedy show. Get ready.
They're not going to laugh.
I can't. I've been
You're a
tasked with a
healer,
monumental
Richard.
task.
There's a bunch of Taruns in the audience that can't laugh anymore.
First of all, I can take my life very well.
It's just going to be a bunch of sick people walking in, and they're like, "Heal us, Richard. Make us better." I'm
you
just
might
gonna be
walk
like,
out of there a cult leader afterwards.
Wow.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
have no
one.
idea what to expect. It's funny because it's like an 80 or 90 person room. So I don't know if your crowd is going to take up a huge portion of this.
It's so funny we're talking about a comedy show that's going to happen 2 weeks after this.
What happens when you don't send a group text about what we're going to talk
I
about?
stopped doing that. I'm not sending any more text messages
Because
to you
nobody
guys.
else did their homework. No one read the article.
No, but even the clothing and stuff, like you guys are on your own.
Wait, I'm sorry.
But no, you were right about the clothing. Look at us.
I don't care.
We look like
wear
we're in
a
a
sari,
funeral.
wear whatever you want. I'm done being OCD about
I'm
this.
still curious. What is this homework assignment you sent out? I didn't get anything.
It wasn't this week.
It wasn't an
Yeah,
Oh,
it only
okay.
happened once. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, let's talk about those articles. We didn't go over all of them.
One was
Busy or
about
something.
AI.
One was about AI.
Using your likeness. Like, okay, Nicolas Cage. Like,
One was
what
about-
happens if you see movie stars?
Are we really talking about this?
Oh, sorry.
We're talking about something we talked
Yeah,
about?
I want extra credit.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'm just proving I read it, to be honest.
Okay, talk about it.
The
Go
inner
ahead.
teacher pet of me is like,
Talk about
Teacher's pet.
teacher's pet, yeah, is not gone.
Tell us about AI.
It is awesome if it's ChatGPT. I use it all the time.
I fucking love AI. It's so nice. And you know what? Honestly, if I'm having anxiety or something like that, I'll run it by ChatGPT and it calms me down.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, "Hey, I'm really worried about this thing," and it'll be like, "It's natural to be worried about this thing." It'll be like, "It's natural to be worried about this thing."
But you know what? It knows really personal things about us now, though, because
Yeah.
like the way that we ask questions on ChatGPT, for example, you're putting things that I normally wouldn't Google. Like, is this normal?
You don't go to like your, like, oh, you don't have an iPhone. Never mind.
I feel like you were waiting to make that joke, Ritu. Like, okay.
it wasn't a joke.
How long were you?
It's because like
How long
on
were
an
you storing that
iPhone,
joke?
we have on iPhone users have
Okay, yeah.
the regular browsing search history, and then you have the private one. So when I don't want things to be known that I'm searching, I go
You
to
know,
the
every
private
phone
one.
has that, right?
Well, I don't know because
Yeah.
I've never had a Samsung.
Like people with iPhones are very surprised about features that Galaxy has that usually had that feature like 2 to 3 years before iPhones did.
You definitely take better pictures with your phone. I've noticed
Mm-hmm.
that.
It's basically like a computer.
Your phone? Yeah, it's like
Well, I find it admirable that you escaped Apple jail because
I never had an iPhone.
You never went to jail in the first place. Yeah, no, I'm stuck in Apple jail.
me too.
Yeah, like I can't not get an iPhone. I can't not get a MacBook. Like,
But I have a MacBook. I think they're great. So I based it on what is actually better. So if the capability of the iPhone ends up being better, I will switch. It's like, it's not just because I'm trying to do some kind of woke thing. I do have a MacBook because it is a lot better. I've never had a virus on it. I run hardware, like software on there that is useful, and I do have one.
You run software on there? You make it sound like you're like, what kind of software are
Do
you
you know, I
running?
got nervous when I said the word software
by
because
the
I was
way,
like, I feel like you're about to critique me, anything I say right
Like,
now.
so tell me about the server stack. You know, is this like a Java or?
It works and it doesn't have a virus. That's all I care about. Okay.
Richard, I wrote this computer programming joke.
Oh yeah, tell me.
I went out with this Indian girl, but she was like way Indian. I'm like, what language did you speak? And she goes, Java, Swift,
Python.
I thought she said Spanish, French. Anyways,
Are you impressed
Wow.
I knew Python?
I am impressed. Yeah, that's amazing.
what is that? I don't know what that is.
It's a language.
Is it SQL or SQL?
Either.
Okay, thank you.
Do you feel like because you haven't been a programmer in years, like there's no way you can go back because technology has advanced so much?
No, the reason I couldn't go back is just because I can't have a structured job. Now that I've tasted freedom, there's no way to put me in a box anymore. But I love programming.
So you could go back tomorrow if you wanted to.
Yeah, I do have. Oh, I have the skills to go back, but no one's going to hire me because they're going to be like, "What is this 8-year gap in your resume?" And then I'm going to be like, "Oh, I was telling jokes."
Here's
And-
my comedy special.
yeah,
But I think
exactly.
what he's trying to ask is like, are you really behind now where you wouldn't even know what's going on?
No, I know what's going on, but they just won't hire me because of the gap in my resume. Yeah, like, and also, one thing with me is like, I'm great at figuring stuff out, but people want to see everything on your resume. No one trusts that I'm just going to figure out when I get to the job, so they won't hire me.
I wonder if they will hire you. They just won't hire you at the level that you may want.
Yeah, I could probably go back and get an entry level thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in terms of has technology progressed, like it's fine. I know everything.
I was thinking about this because sometimes you'll answer stuff and it'll be funny, but like the way you like compute like numbers and stuff here, I'm like, is that from your programming, the way your brain works? Because you're always like having these weird, you pull up these stats and stuff. We were talking like body count, and we were like, yeah,
Oh
because
my
this.
God.
But the way you like broached the subject, it was like very, I guess, programming.
Yeah, I love numbers. Like everything is like calculating. So I'm like, okay, Ritu's audience is going to be 30%. Ritu's
Yeah.
birthday is going to be 30% of my show. Okay, so I'm
trying to
thinking
make
about
it 50, but I can't buy those damn tickets.
That's because I stopped the tickets. I was like, no more. I told the club, I was like, no more of this person's birthday at my show.
I'm literally like, I'm going to have somebody else put their credit card in because I feel like my credit card got blocked.
Yeah,
Richard actually runs the website, so he's
You
actually
really
the
did
person
block
in
her
charge.
credit card?
No, I didn't do it. No, but I'm glad. I think whoever runs the Comedy Store website is like, this person is
I think
buying
they're
too many
flagging
tickets.
me,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
They're like, no one person should have this much power at a show.
There's like an Indian limit on the comedy shows.
Exactly. We've maxed. Dude, there's never been this many Indian people at any of my shows. Like I perform
Do you want
exclusively.
that, honestly?
I perform exclusively for white people usually.
Not to make it about comedy, but Indians are the worst audience. I swear to God, dude.
But wouldn't you be a little bit more relatable?
You know what? I think a lot of Indian people, like, here's the thing. I think the Indian accent is so funny, but like,
They'll get offended?
yeah, but then Indian people get offended. And I'm like, this is so funny.
We
dude.
can do the accent ourselves. Why are we paying?
Yeah.
We have this at home.
Wait, I don't even understand what you guys are saying because first of all, the other Indian people that are coming
Yeah.
are like you
They're
or
like me.
her or him, like me. Like they're
I
just
hope
like
so.
us. They're not like, what you're thinking, like, oh my gosh, they're like fresh off the boat. Am I gonna be relatable?
But you know
they're
what?
just
Ritu?
normal.
I feel like a lot of Indian people, even the ones that live out here, like they don't go to comedy clubs all the time. So they're like,
but these are my friends.
I got it, but like
Yeah.
there is a lot of if you haven't gone before, sometimes like people are a little uptight about certain type of humor sometimes.
That's
But
the only
I'm not
thing I'm
saying they're going to be uptight.
Yeah.
I can see where, because he doesn't know them,
Yeah.
that
No, but there's
Yeah.
like a whole comedy thing. What did we go to? Asian something or the other, that comedy show we went to?
Asian something?
What?
What?
I hate that it was called
was it
Asian
South
something.
Asian as fuck or something. That comedy show we
Oh,
went to.
yeah.
yes.
Right?
There was like a, yes.
It was a total, like, it was all Indian comics up there. And then there was a fully Indian audience. And like,
Yeah, I've performed at South
you know,
Asian AF.
yeah. And
Yeah,
so
me
like,
too.
Yeah.
Anyways, she's super nice. Great show. Go check it
No.
out.
It's gonna be totally fine. It's totally fine. It's just funny.
like, and we all watch like Netflix, like we all watch like Ali Wong and we,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm very similar to Ali
go to
Wong.
see-
Yeah, no,
He's also
if you like
pregnant.
Ali Wong, you're gonna love my
So,
comedy.
did you guys see the new Hassan Minaj one?
nah.
I didn't watch it. No.
I didn't. I thought he was like a little, I know we sometimes like as people of color, whatever, brown people, like to bag on white people a little bit,
Yeah.
But I think he kind of did it too much. I felt like it was, because I think it was a little different in this case. Without having seen it, you could really see the audience in the front really clearly. Like I could tell you what they look like. And I feel like some of the things that he did, it was a little bit too derogatory towards white people. Like it just went on and on and on. And I'm like, they're here to see you too.
Hassan will never do this podcast.
Just cut this
now.
part out. If,
No, it's okay. He probably wouldn't have done it anyways.
no, it was funny, but I just think that we can't always just keep bagging on
Yeah.
white people just because they're white. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's coming to an end now. Like, I mean, white people, we talked a bunch of shit about them for the last 10 years. It's like, but they still live here.
it's getting old, right?
It's getting old.
It's getting
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Well, can I just state the obvious? You know why it's also coming to an end?
Why?
Something happened today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Technically happened. Yeah. Technically.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago. So she's talking about the election,
Yeah.
which happened 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I mean,
that
look,
was interesting what happened.
this is just like CNN.
I know. I was like, and we won't talk about it.
Yeah. It was
Moving
cool how the
on.
person did the thing.
What?
I think we're trying to move on.
No, here's why Kamala didn't win. She's not she's not diverse enough. She's just a BIPOC woman. Like, I mean, where's representation for someone in a wheelchair? Where's representation for trans people?
She could walk too well.
She could walk way too well. Dude, if she rolled up in a wheelchair and was like, with a voice box and shit and was like, ask not what your country can do for you, then I would have given her my vote.
I don't believe this country will elect a female minority. I think it's too racist.
Not anytime soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we will. We just won't elect her.
No, I
No,
think it's too. I think like there was just a lot going on, a bit of misogyny, and like if Hillary Clinton, who was a white woman, couldn't win against a white male, there's
And
no
she already had a
way.
brand. She already had
Yeah.
a name that was known.
There was no way that.
I
Harris
mean,
had
I
a
think she
chance.
did pretty well for running for 3 months. That could be said, considering.
Dude, I would vote for AOC. I love
That's
AOC.
just because you think she's hot.
Dude, when AOC starts talking, I get turned on. Dude,
She's pretty
like,
cute.
She's like, we gotta kill Donald Trump. I'm like, whoa. Like,
You know who else is handsome? Newsom.
oh yeah, he
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like
Pretty handsome.
oh
He's a douchebag, but he's definitely a handsome
no,
one.
he looks like the guy from
Doesn't
American
it kind of
Psycho.
go hand in hand?
I guess so. Well, you know what though? Speaking
men,
of
not women.
handsome men being douchebags, I will say, I was discussing this with some girlfriends that there's something about a good-looking guy who, if he's a douchebag, or if he even like is a womanizer, like fucking around, there's something that you're like, okay, a little bit forgiving about.
You're a little bit more understanding about
Yes,
it.
but when it is a like below the tier fella and he goes around acting like a douchebag or just kind of, thinking that he can womanize, you're just like, no, please don't.
I agree with
also,
that.
I'm just saying, also,
To be honest, I've noticed that okay, first of all, my comment about Newsom being good looking and maybe kind of like douchebag territory, like you said, it also goes with the fact that there's a key factor in he's also a politician. So there's also a sense of, being magnanimous to wanting to be a politician. So when you have those 3 things together, because I can't even think of another one that's good looking. But I think, I've actually noticed that in LA, good-looking men have been nicer to me than not so good-looking men. Maybe they don't have as much to prove.
What do you mean nicer? What does that mean?
Okay, we had this conversation before about people approaching you at like a social setting, right? When I have a more attractive male come up to me, he's usually more polite.
you know what it is? It's
Because he's not trying to knock me off whatever high horse he thinks I'm on.
and also because I was having this conversation with my dad actually the other day. I was like, good-looking guys are not the ones to have to watch out for because good-looking guys have confidence. They are more secure within themselves sometimes.
I love that we're building up good-looking guys on this podcast.
I know.
Like, you know who needs You know who needs an ego boost? Hot men, dude.
We're just trying to get DMs. Shh. Just kidding.
Dude, no, if you're a hot man, come to my show.
No,
dude.
but
Like,
Proving we don't hate hot men. Okay?
I do actually
love hot
think
men.
Me
good-looking
too.
men tend to be more confident versus like, and then they have a certain way that they carry themselves and can speak to women because they're not insecure about how they speak to women.
I've also just noticed they don't do this thing that a lot of men do, which is like they don't have to tear you down to feel better about themselves. That's just what I've noticed.
Dude.
They can choose to, and that happens all the time.
Both you guys are bringing a lot of baggage on this episode.
What do you mean? I'm saying that
I mean,
men
let's
are
be real.
great,
That's
I guess.
These are the facts right now. I'm not knocking it. That's where we are in our life.
Well, I mean, I think it's just things that we've observed.
Yeah.
Well, look,
and I'm not
no.
saying being
Yeah.
attractive is important at all. I told you my longest relationship was with someone I was not initially attracted to at all. So
Dude, the fact that people think that insulting a girl works is like so crazy. Like, what? I'm going to go up to a woman and be like, hey, your shoes are ugly. Anyway, so what's up with you? Like,
that's like saying
crazy.
you don't know why people would vote for Trump. Like the country did, right? A lot of people do it just because it doesn't make sense to you. You'd be surprised how much of it there is.
Yeah. They do it wrong, though. I mean, the way you're supposed to do it, though, like, you're supposed
How
to.
would you do? What's the right way?
It's supposed to be like a cute tease, or whatever. It's supposed to be like, look, I can't do it right now. I can't think of a way, but it's got to be. Tarun, you're the
It's
master.
a cute
here.
Actually,
tease for you because you're not trying to do the other thing, which is
you got lipstick on your teeth. That's a neg.
See? Do you see how he did that? See? Wow.
But that didn't.
And
I
now
was
you're
ju-
attracted to him.
It's
But
not
that's crazy.
attracted.
No,
I
but it's
thought.
not. But
But you know that didn't do anything
I
to me.
know.
I was so appreciative.
no, I know. But like, that's like a
Yeah, that's a cute
psychological
thing.
No,
That's
it's
a
not
cute
even a cute
thing.
thing.
It
It's,
depends what your intention is. I
What-
mean,
what-
I
what
can
were
see
you
two
doing?
different guys saying the same thing that you
Like-
just did for two different reasons.
No, but what were you doing when you just said that?
the intention is if a girl comes in like too hot, it's almost like you're reducing her security of
a girl
the-
comes in too hot. Explain that first.
You're reducing her
Self-confidence.
self-confidence. So it's a bit easier to navigate the date versus, you're putting them on a pedestal to come in like, I'm hot shit. I don't do this stuff to girls.
We know which one he is.
No, but you know what? You bring up a great point because one time when we were having coffee, remember I told you guys about that guy who told me to lose 10 pounds or that, you'd be so
He
hot
was
if
doing
you
it
lost
for
10
nefarious
pounds.
reasons.
And you called it out that day. And you did too. You're like, drop him if he's making an issue of
He
that
was trying to
now.
make you feel bad to do the lowering of confidence one. Yeah.
Correct. And I totally didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, oh no, because it's an insecurity of mine, So I was like, maybe I do, need to do that,
Mm-hmm.
And I totally ignored what you guys counseled me on, by the way, until I let it kind of, I saw him more and then I was like, and then I saw it and I was like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
he's totally trying to break me down.
But
Glad
this
you
is
saw it though, eventually,
Yeah.
really secure guys will chase excellence. Like they're not going to do all those mental warfare with girls. Like those are really insecure guys who need to game. And even that stuff can only take you so far. I just think most guys are just complete dicks and they're just awful.
Garbage.
I didn't say that.
I'm saying
I don't
garbage.
think
I'm
that.
saying it. I'm talking to my friends and I know like what they do or like the friends I
Locker
used to
room
have.
talk.
Not even locker room talk. It's just, there's like a mentality with dudes. I think I'm probably aged out of it now. So I try to just tell all my girlfriends like what I've learned over the years just so they can know.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, give me a medal.
You
all
haven't
that-
shared shit with me, so I ain't thanking
We
you
did.
yet.
We did.
I just shared some stuff with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All that game stuff doesn't really work at a certain level. Like it'll work on girls that are very, susceptible. Like a lot of girls in college.
Yeah, it's
like,
a young thing.
Yeah, it'll definitely work. If you go up to a girl in college and be like, oh, those heels are really tall. Like, and then, just they'll be like, oh, and then you hit on them, they'll like get into it. But like a woman that's like mature, like is not gonna like fall for some
Fall
dumb
for that,
stuff.
yeah.
Neil Strauss wrote a book about this. This guy he's an author.
Say it again.
Neil Strauss. It's a huge book. I don't want to give this any more attention than it needs to.
Go for it, it's
This
fine.
was a big thing that, in my 20s, like
Yeah.
guys figured out like, oh, there's like shortcuts to getting laid, essentially.
Yeah.
What was the
And
book?
It's called The Game.
I think The Game by Neil Strauss.
Yeah. This is like a man Bible.
It's like the pickup artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys ever read The Art of Seduction from Robert Greene?
Yeah.
I've read that. Yeah.
It's actually really important to read that book as a female because it allows you to see it before it's actually used against you.
See, this is what's happening. These women are reading the book, so then they're neutralizing all of our tricks. And it's like, so now we're back.
But there's no
square
tricks
one.
though. That's the thing. Like the trick is to work on yourself.
Yes, I 100% agree, and that's why I haven't read such books, because to me some of those things are common sense, and when you do tune into yourself, you become so self-aware.
It does make things so much more relatable, because I used to hear this stuff before, and in hindsight, I used to think that, oh, well, why would you fall for that? Or why would you be tricked by that? But now I get it. It's really prevalent.
Yeah.
As a man, the thing you can do to become most attractive is there's this surgery where you actually break your
Extend.
your femur or whatever, and you can actually add 2 inches to your height. And every guy that's done it, they said they get way more girls now.
Is it true?
Yeah.
But there's a chance you won't walk again. It's not always.
Yeah, it's not 100%.
success.
Yeah.
Well, you win both ways, because either you're going to get taller or you're going to be in a wheelchair and they feel bad for you. Like,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
exactly. And women love a tall guy in a wheelchair.
You can just wear Doc Martens.
That's true, but I don't want to take off my shoes and then be shorter. You know what I mean? Like, because then I'll have to have
Had
sex.
your socks.
Yeah, but then while I'm having sex with her, I'll have to keep the Doc Martens on.
When you're like
when you're lying down.
Is it vertical when you're horizontal?
Unless his thing is to be vertical the whole time.
Yeah, when you're horizontal, it doesn't matter.
So there was this one woman that I slept with. So she saw me on stage, so I was taller than her.
Yeah.
And then later on, we met at a date. I was sitting down at the date when she arrived, so she sat down. And then we got into an Uber, went to her place, and then we immediately just jumped into our bed and had sex. And then we got up and stood next to each other, and she was taller than me.
Oh, did she care?
Well, I mean, we had already slept together, so she was like, I guess I'm attracted to this guy. But I don't think if we had stood next to each other prior to sleeping together, that she would have done it.
But you don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that, because you know what? I went to a concert once, and the drummer was really hot, and I called dibs on the drummer. And when the show was done, the drummer came down, and he was it looked like he never got up from the stool. I was still like,
You're like, I called dibs on the bassist instead. Is it too late to change my?
So at
vote?
my show, it's just going to be me on stage, and there's going to be like 90 of you. So I think I'll just give each one of you like a finger or something, or you can
Wait, what?
you can
call
just-
dibs, because we won't have to call dibs. We'll just be calling dibs on his body parts.
Yeah, exactly. Like, which fingernail do you want? Which kneecap?
I am the
People
birthday
usually
girl.
want your lashes, right?
One of my lashes?
Yeah, it wasn't like the first episode he was on talking about how some creepy girl wanted your lashes.
Oh yeah, she's like, I love your lashes.
Yeah.
I wish I had them.
Well, I'm glad we promoted Richard's comedy show that happened 2 weeks ago for 90% of this podcast episode.
And his lashes and his knees.
Do you have anything you want to plug? I know of your new website. Is that up and running?
No, everything is on pause currently, because I am on pause resetting. So when I'm ready, I will share.
Send me a DM if you're redecorating your home or needing a lot of furniture.
I thought you were going to say, send me a DM if you're a hot guy.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to be said. That's obvious. Send it to me. I will ignore it.
Also, if you're Gavin Newsom, send me a DM.
Oh my God,
Gavin loves this podcast. He listens. He tunes in every week.
Gavin Newsom is a serial killer. I mean, very good looking, but okay, the podcast is over, but there's lots of stories about him. I mean, he was sleeping with his campaign manager's wife during the campaign for re-election. That's so crazy, dude. But he is good looking, so he got away with it. Follow me at Richard the Comedian on Instagram.
I'm plugging myself today because I never plug myself. Follow me on Instagram, Tarun Shetty. Thanks to you guys for coming by. And we will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Take care. Bye-bye. Great.
I saw the wrap-up thing.